Hello!
Hello.
Welcome to the Lucky Goblin.
I'm Lucky J.
And I'm Bordle.
And we're continuing on Pentiment, part 5, I believe it is.
Yes.
In the previous episode, we definitely solved the murder and didn't incriminate an innocent man.
I have no lingering guilt about that
Absolutely
whatsoever.
none. And then there was a 7-year time jump, which is where we are now.
We found this boy.
Hello, this is Caspar. He's our young ward. Come on, Caspar, let's go to compliance, I guess. Did you drop this, Caspar?
No, I don't think so, Master.
What is it? No!
That script looks beautiful, Master Andreas.
Not again!
Did you write that?
You were warned.
Warned? What does that mean?
Oh, bollocks.
Warned about what?
It has to do with the murder that happened the last time I was here.
How? I thought they caught the murderer.
Yes, but it's complicated. Let's just head up to the library, Caspar.
All right, Master.
Wow!
It is so that nun. That antisocial nun.
You were warned. Oh, man. What about what? Hannah? Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot you did.
Hello, Master Maler.
Yeah. Suppose we'll go to compline the library.
That's me sweeping the floor.
It's been 7 years and they're still holding a grudge.
That's
Who is
usually
this
how it
person?
is in small towns.
Who is this
The
person?
cat!
Schlau. Hey, Schlau. Come here, kitty. I kind of want to go and look at the ruins and see if anything's changed.
Yeah, let's go, because I definitely remember when we saw that white figure jump across, that was definitely the nun. She's got a secret hole that she jumps down and frolics about in the night and murders people.
Maybe.
I'm very convinced.
No, nothing's changed.
That's her secret hole!
Do you
there,
think? What,
yes.
comes out here?
Yeah, look, let's look at these again.
Isn't that that looks like us, see, it's got our hat.
Yes, so
Well,
is
these
that
drawings are the same as they were 7 years ago.
Yes, no one's added to them.
Mm.
It's very sad.
Right, I think we're heading up to the scriptorium to meet with the priest, the father.
I'm glad you remember.
Garneau, I think it was. Garneau?
Gurno, yes.
Father Garneau. He wanted us to come and look at his
Father
boots.
Perno.
Brother Guy.
Andreas.
Brother Guy, what are you doing out here?
Father Gurno has asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed.
Closed? With everything going on? Whatever for?
Father Abbot has ordered that we bring the hand into the church. The pilgrims are still welcome to come in and visit the relic, but it's off limits to the townsfolk.
What? Why?
The abbot has had enough of the peasants and townsfolk rebelling against the abbey. He is their rightful lord. The abbot has been more than generous, but he will not let this 12 articles drivel pass. The abbot refuses to leave the relic at risk of destruction. The hand of St. Moritz is the only thing keeping the abbey open.
But Tassing relies on St. Moritz just as much as the abbey. What about the faith of the townsfolk?
Then they can stop engaging in such heretical and sinful behaviour. The abbot is trying to protect the relic, nothing more.
What about the peasants' complaints?
Father Abbot has done all he can. Until the peasants can see reason, the relic will remain in the church.
This is ridiculous and cruel, Brother Guy, even for the abbot.
I will do my duty as my vows and my lord command me, Andreas. God bless you.
God, these monks are pricks.
Mm.
Not only have they been taxing the absolute ever-loving shit out of these peasants, that they're like, oh yeah, you can't come and see your holy relic. Sorry. Oh, by the way, give us more money or we'll evict you from your land.
Shrinkflation,
Honestly.
innit?
I don't know if that's drink or not, but...
I don't know if it counts, but...
Oh wait, I want to go through to the Old Bailey, don't I? To the scriptorium. Oh hey, it's this guy.
The other one.
Adoc.
It's not Master Piero.
Not Piero.
Hello? Who's this?
It's Andreas, brother Adoc. Andreas Maler.
Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg.
Not quite so young anymore, brother.
Oh no, you are still young. When you were last here, I thought I was old. I was wrong. Now I feel the true measure of years on these bones. Like the waves of the wide sea on the cliffs of Porthcragen, time's worn me down. Enough of that. How have you been, Andreas?
How have we been? Successful in body, if not in spirit.
I'm sorry, Andreas. The dreams of youth often do not survive the march of years. But take heart that the Lord is always here for us in times of sorrow.
You seem more at ease now than when I was last here.
Do I? Maybe so. I may have worked in a scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. Pain my joints and strain my brotherly love for Guy. Scriptorium took my sight and the use of my hands, but when it closed, it also took the pain from my heart. The Abbot is content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation. And so it also contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now. It's good to hear your voice at Kirsau again. God bless you.
God bless you, brother Adoc. Wow, I didn't think he could get any older.
As he got more cobwebby as well.
Zadina, hello.
Greetings, Master Maler.
Hello, Sister Zadina.
You're looking like a real artist now. I'm impressed. You must be living like a lord.
How are we feeling? We're just not having a good time as an artist, are we? It's like a lord who's strapped down with obligations to others. Between my wife and my patrons, I'm miserable.
You don't know anything about misery. You get to choose what to do with your life.
Why don't you like living at Kirsau, sister?
I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the Abbey.
Wow.
The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me in as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I loved my life before Kirsau. Or at least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. And here you are, muttering as though you aren't the most successful person in Tassing right now.
I had no idea. I'm sorry.
You're lucky to have the life you do, Andreas Maler. You men can become whatever you like. While I, a woman of noble birth, am forever stuck sitting with crones and old men. I've accepted a lot these past years, but I can't ever be as perfect as Illuminata. Still, it's better than it was. I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andreas Maler.
Run away with us. Until later, Sister Zadina.
Are we going to run away with the hot nun?
Yeah, we should. Scriptorium fell into disrepair quickly after Father Gano closed the library. That's really sad. Wait, where are we even going? I thought we were going to the scriptorium. Oh, the library is in here, isn't it? Library! We never used to be allowed in here. Although there was that time we snuck in.
God bless you, Andreas. It has been too long. I know Father Abbot made it clear you were not to return when you left, but we had hoped to hear from you.
Yes, my apologies. You're right, of course. It's good to see you again, Mother Illuminata. This is my apprentice, Caspar from Salzburg.
God bless you, Mother Superior. God bless you, young Caspar. Master Maler. Go on.
I know I was going to see some treasures today, but I didn't expect to see Kiyosao's finest.
Andreas! A kind compliment, but certainly better saved for one who has not taken vows. Andreas, I had hoped your attitude would change in the past few years, but I suppose it's none of my concern now.
Apologies.
As I said, it's not my concern now. Our business today concerns the sales of books from this library. I'm sorry you have to see it in such a state. It seems very little use these days.
What happened?
After Baron Rothvogel's murder, we had fewer and fewer wealthy patrons. The small number that held out lost interest. It's easier to commission new work from the Guild of St. Luke or individual masters in big cities like Nuremberg. Father Gano saw no reason to keep the scriptorium or library open. Most of the books here have been suffering of neglect. After Mother Cecilia's death, neither I nor Sister Zadina had the time to maintain our inventory.
Oh. That's terrible. Chiesa was one of the last monastic scriptoria in Bavaria.
As Brother Piero was fond of saying, all things change in time. Now that all that remains are books for sale to interested parties, a task that Father Gano has entrusted to me. And Sister Zadina, of course.
Well, I'm eager to look through your inventory.
Master Andreas, maybe you could find a book for little Magdalene? Something that's not in print yet.
Who's Magdalene? Is that our daughter? Did we have a child? Excellent idea, Caspar. Or is Magdalene someone we've met? She's probably someone we've met and I've just forgotten all about them. Look at her face. She's so done. It's like, why am I here? Read.
It's like me in my previous customer service job.
Parzival. Perhaps Klaus would not object to this romance, given its emphasis on Christian virtues. Oh, Magdalene is Klaus's kid.
Yeah.
The German is a little dated, but I'm sure she'll figure it out with Klaus's help. Who knows? Maybe it will inspire her imagination. Oh, I'm gone. And I'm back. Hello.
Take your time. Make sure you've looked through the whole collection.
Can I go upstairs? No, yes I can. It's upstairs. More books, please. What have we got here? Huh. I think these are Latin translations of some of the Origen's homilies. Also, it looks like it's partially burned. Probably not a great gift for a younger... What did I see? Wait. This is the same bookhand as the notes I found when the Baron was murdered. Whoever wrote this is responsible for writing those notes. I need to ask Illuminator about this. Interesting. We have...
It was antisocial nun!
We have a clue, an accidental clue.
It's only taken us 8 years to find another clue.
My goodness. A copy of Jacobus de Vorein's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints. And the Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. I'm just taking all their books. Oh, Richard de Bury's Philobibelin.
That's a good word.
It's a text on the collection and preservation of books. Maybe this is where Illuminator and Cecilia learned all their tricks. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Anything more upstairs? I can't believe we just randomly stumbled across a clue. Anything at all? One more. Ooh. Albertus Magnus's De Animalibus. It's ostensibly a bestiary, but it contains so much more knowledge on a variety of topics. This could inspire an interest in animals and the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. Let's ask Sister Illuminator about these books. Although it's going to be really awkward if it was her behind it, you know? If we're like, hey,
yeah,
who wrote
but
this? And
hey,
she's like, oh,
what are we
I
gonna
don't
do?
know.
Someone already went down for that.
Illuminator?
Have you decided on any books to purchase?
Yes, just one. Oh crap, which one was it?
Oh.
The Animalibus, I think, was the top one. That was up left. I don't know what a Parzival is.
Oh, shit.
Wait, maybe it's not one of these books, because there were 5 books we found, weren't there? There was 1 on the bottom floor.
Oh.
3 on the middle, and then 1 on the top. 1, 2. Okay, so yeah.
Okay,
so this is just picking one. This is just picking one for Magdalene. So do you think she'd like the book about animals, the book of adventure, or the Philobibelin?
Should we get the animal one?
Yeah. A copy of Abbot Elizabeth's animals thing.
It contains a wealth of knowledge. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Klaus Drucker's daughter Magdalene will.
The Latin may pose a challenge for her, but I'm sure with some persistence she can overcome it. Is there anything else you need?
Yes. Mover Illuminata. What do you know about this book?
I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it?
Sure it is.
I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalogue.
It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from? Who wrote it?
If it's not in our catalogue, I'm afraid I don't know whom you could ask. If it was a recent edition, the only people who would know are Mother Cecilia and Father Matthias.
And they're both dead. Right. And I didn't bring any books for summoning.
A joke, Master Maler.
Anyway, it's a shame we can't figure out who penned this book. The author is the same person who wrote the letters I found while investigating the Baron's murder.
The ones in the fine bookhand. Brother Adoc told me about them. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us. Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library?
Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the Fred Puller. Ooh, that's what I'm calling him. The Fred Puller. The puppet
That's
master.
His serial killer name. Huh?
Someone who was manipulating people at Kirsau and Tassing, pulling at Fred to provoke someone into killing the Baron.
I thought one of the brothers killed the Baron.
He did, but the Baron was lured to the chapter house by someone who knew Kirsau and Tassing's secrets.
Well, I'm afraid we can't be of any more help to you in determining the book's provenance. However, as it's not in our catalogue and it's already damaged, I doubt Father Abbot would mind if you kept it.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. Sister Zedaina's leaving awful quick, isn't she?
Yeah, she see her mouth open, they're like,
Oh, I've never seen it before. Oh, it just came out of nowhere.
oh, I'm an angry nun.
Right,
I'm
let's
so
go
angry.
Druckers. See if we can find Brother Adoc first. Greetings, Master Maler. He was out here before. Adoc! No, he's gone. Alright, let's have a look around. Let's see if we can find anything.
That kid has hair like me, with the hat as well.
Yeah, it looks like he cut it himself. Or maybe Andreas cut it. Does kind of look like me when I was a baby. That thick black hair. Oh, Piero's gravestone. Brother Piero, 1450 to 1525. Rest in peace, my old friend.
What if he did do it?
Piero?
Yeah.
You didn't know.
Can you imagine? Maybe
he didn't have a note on him, so I don't think it had anything to do with him. Look, the pigs haven't changed in 7 years.
Oh, they're still kind of
Neither has this
messed up.
chicken.
Still walking the same
bit.
little path across.
The abattoir. They've got to be.
Oh no! Run, pigs, run!
Hey, Doc. Well, these plants are coming along.
Oh,
Sure,
it's
they
only
were
taken
little.
them 8 years.
What supposed the brothers have? Peas.
A doggy. A
Oh
doggy.
my goodness. Hello
Doggy.
there. Mirabilis. Hey there. I don't suppose you know who the murderer was. I know it's been 7 years. So you're probably like a really old dog by this point, but we should just give him the paper and be like, here, sniff out the culprit.
Yes.
Sniff it out.
Dogs always can sniff things out.
It's true. Alright, where's Brother Adoc got off to? I want to find him and ask him about this, because now I'm... Let's check the dormitory. Really curious.
Should we even be in here?
Well, no one's stopping us. Okay, they're all gone. Might have to speak to him later if he's not around. Let's through here. The kitchen and the cellar. This is where they locked up Piero. The place feels a lot emptier these days. What's this? Large garden. Gonna see if I can steal anything from this cellar. Hello there!
Ah.
Oh, it's chest and a mouse. Good kitty. Good work. Is that the same cat from outside? Oh,
that was fun.
feed the cat. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. There you go.
Have this sausage.
It's his sausage now. You know, you deserve that sausage. Who's a good little mouse keeper, hunter, whatever? You are. Good work. I have tamed the cat. The cat will now help in something very weird later on. Or someone will get annoyed that I've fed the cat sausage.
Do you think the cat went through a secret tunnel?
Lucas. Maybe. Oh, here's Brother Adoct. There you are. God bless you, Andreas. This must be a bug, because Father Gano's dead. Oh no, wait, that's Father Gano. Oh, okay. I thought it was pointing to like the two the benches.
Empty bits.
Yeah, I thought
empty
it was pointing
spaces,
to the empty benches.
So did I.
Okay, so they don't want to speak to me right now because it's supper time. So let's go for supper with the Druckers.
Supper with the Druckers, supper with the Druckers.
The Drucks. And we can give Magdalene this book, even though she's like 7. Yeah, 7.
A squirrel.
Yeah, a squirrel. I thought you'd noticed that.
Squirrel.
Interesting. So, do you think they're going to try and kill us?
I reckon so. Schlau.
This is a
the
different...
same
It
cat?
looks like the same Schlau.
Yeah.
Is Schlau the name, or does Schlau mean cat? Didn't I just feed you some sausage? Or was it a cat that just looked an awful lot like you? I don't know. I'm petting you anyway.
We should call the other one Schnitzel.
Schlau and Schnitzel.
Because we gave him a sausage.
Yeah, I had some sausage.
Is a Schnitzel sausage?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Salami.
Maybe.
Salami. That's a good name for a cat.
Here we are. Drucker House. The guy who we ghosted for 7 years. Hey, Magdalene.
Bah!
Oh my goodness.
Kitty. You're back. Good. We're almost ready to sit down to eat. Would you and Caspar care to join us?
Of course. Thank you, Klaus. Makes up for that time when we stood him up 7 years ago, you know, when we went to the banquet with the Baron instead.
Welcome back, Andreas. Caspar. Andreas, these are my friends. Benjamin and Rachel Sommerfeld. They're on their way back to Prague.
Good day.
Hello. Excuse me for not getting up. It's a bit difficult.
Of course, I understand. It's nice to meet you both.
Hello. Hello.
Oh. That sounded like a real word, Klaus.
She's learning more of them every day. She'll be reading before long.
Look at her munching away. That's a wonderful segue to the gift that I've brought her.
Oh.
Consider it a small apology.
Well, alright, let's see this small apology.
Here you are.
Albertus Magnus de Animilibus. Andreas, she's only 2 years old.
Oh, she's only 2. You can read it until she's ready.
Thanks for this. It's a nice thought. We should probably pray before we eat, assuming the Sommerfelds don't mind.
Not at all. We're accustomed to being guests in Christian homes.
Thank you for asking, Klaus. Alright, I'll lead the prayer then. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ, our Lord. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Ooh.
Klaus, thank you again for letting us stay here. It's been such a long trip. Oh!
Is it time?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I think I'm just sore everywhere. Anyway, we'd hoped to get home weeks ago, but the fighting has made it slow process from Basel. If she has this baby before we get to eat our lunch, we're really fucked off.
Wow. Such sympathy from you. Is your home in Prague? Yes. We run a print shop there. Have you ever been to Bohemia? No. Been in England. London mostly, for the last few years. Wonderful. Unfortunately, we've never made it that far.
The standing order against Jews living in the kingdom makes it markedly less appealing. Well, you're all welcome here. Tassing hasn't seen this many artists under one roof in a while.
It's amazing to see how far printings has come so quickly. Some of the engravings I've seen are incredible.
And new techniques, new types, new styles are being developed every year. Benjamin is trying to create a more readable script for Yiddish.
We have typefaces for Hebrew, but it would be nice to have something separate for Yiddish. That could be useful for printing parallel text translations of the Bible. I hadn't thought of that. Though our women read Yiddish, and they don't study scripture.
Yet.
Don't let Rabbi Hayoff hear you say that. I'd like our writing to be more accessible, especially to those who only read Yiddish. Ooh. Here, something like this. I'll be sure to send you some samples when I'm finished, Klaus.
Good. I'd like that. Oh!
Stop being pregnant!
Well, I suppose if she has the baby, she will stop being
Okay,
pregnant.
no, don't stop being pregnant. Keep it in.
Hold it in. Yes, I'm fine.
Oh my god. That baby's ready to pop.
Klaus, what are you working on? I need to get ready to sell to travellers as the pass is open, but lately I've been printing the 12 articles for the town.
Oh yes.
12 articles.
Oh my god. Articles is a hard word.
Thanks to Father Thomas, everyone in town can read at least well enough to make it through that sheet. I've got a lot of people talking and a lot of coming over to Otto's way of thinking. Well, you heard him himself, Andreas. What do you think of what's happening in Tassing?
I think the Abbey are pricks. Sorry, that's just me. The Abbot's always been an ass. What do you expect?
You're not wrong. Remember what happened to Attilia's house? The Abbot took it away.
Isn't that the widow that was one of the suspects for the Baron? Wow, as if he just took her house away.
She lost everything. She works for Father Thomas now.
It wasn't even that big a house. It was like a little hut.
She had like a broom and a chair.
Yeah, that was it. And the broom was broken.
Yeah. She what? Oh, that's you, sorry.
Stupid. She what?
I was as surprised as you are now. We all were. But that was the only charity available to her. Oh, sorry. I'm not trying to bring up bad memories. I was just trying to say that things have been hard on the peasants for years. It's just gotten worse lately. If the Abbey is in such a bad state, there must be someone the Abbot can appeal to for more money.
You could try to sit down with Otto and work something out.
Otto's tried to reason with him. The Abbot won't listen.
White bread,
Have
apple
some...
pie, or mushroom pottage. Let's have a pottage. We're sympathetic to what's happening here. We saw it all throughout Swabia. Peasants are suffering.
It's true, but I worry about what will happen in Tassing. Ow! I'm fine.
Is pregnancy supposed to be that painful at all stages?
Maybe it's just gas. Peasants are no match for the soldiers of the Swabian League. What is this, the Swabian League?
Well, Caspar, the Swabian or
Swabian?
League was a militant group maintained by the free imperial cities of the Holy Roman Empire. Members included nobles, knights, and hired for retained mercenaries. There you go, Caspar. I mean, we just told him, Andreas. Mercenaries, soldiers for hire. They rally for coin, not for cause. We can't speak to their motives, as we tried to stay far away from them, but they were intimidating, even at a distance.
If the peasants aren't careful, Tassing could draw the wrong sort of attention. I know that Otto and the peasants are taking a risk, but I believe Otto will keep things peaceful.
We can hope.
Anyway, it's not the Swabian League we have to worry about, it's the soldiers of the Duke of Bavaria. Bavaria. The Prince Bishop has the church's authority, but the Duke's lands surround Tassing and Kirsau. Pie.
Oh, right. Well, the apple pie is dessert.
Well, she's
We
about
eat
to
bread.
pop in a minute. We need to eat the bit we like the best before we're all embroiled
No. We
in
have
a
to, we will
situation.
keep tradition, and we will save the sweet pie
If
until
I don't
last.
get to eat that pie, I'm...
What should we say to Klaus? 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Well, 2 is terrible. I was so caught
You
up
know
in
how
work,
it is. You know how it is.
and I never got round to it.
This is a bit...
3 centres ourself a bit too much.
Yeah.
I would say 4.
Klaus, I'm sorry for what happened to your family, and I'm sorry I never wrote back. That's it. I'm sorry. Gonna eat this apple pie now.
Oh, this is it.
No, come on.
This is it.
Oh no! I was afraid of this. We can't travel now. This is all my fault. We should have left Basil earlier.
I love you, Benjamin, but be quiet. I don't care. I need help.
Where's the midwife? Yes, we need a midwife. Is there one who would accept Rachel?
Yeah.
Agnes Steinaron. She's Tassing's midwife. Could you get her? Klaus?
Yes, I should get her. Agnes has delivered every child in Tassing as long as I can remember. She would never turn any woman away.
Thank you, Klaus. You're a mensch.
Enough of the thanks. Get me the midwife. Yes. Andreas, you're forgiven. Caspar, it was good to have you over, but you both have to leave.
Of course. Good luck, Rachel.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Have fun.
I'll go fetch Agnes. Thank you for joining us, Andreas. Oh, I almost forgot. You should go see the bonfire preparations in the town commons. You missed them on your last visit. Klaus! I'm going.
Thank you, Klaus. We'll be going.
Take care.
Until next time. Gnomes. Well then. Let's go see this bonfire.
Oh.
That's nice.
Look at her with her baby in the basket.
Oh, Rosie of little Ursula. Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. The commons look festive decorated like this.
Look at all the flowers, Master. And the bonfire's huge.
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 How's the fire coming? Those logs work out all right for you, Andreas?
Coming along as you expected.
Nearly finished. It's all in
It's all
place.
in place,
sort of
Otto.
is. Good. All right, everyone. Remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We'll gather in the woods, and the woman will collect herbs as tradition demands. Otto, the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest.
This abbot.
Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all its game and fowl and fish. We cannot claim ownership over that which the Lord gave us to hold in common.
Oh boy.
No, I'm sorry, Father, we'll proceed as planned. Tassing has never let anything get caught in the way of our St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns round the earth, God and our saints are with us.
Yeah. Hello there.
Good.
Wojslav.
Good day, Andreas.
Hello, brother Wojslav. You looked upset at our announcement. Is everything alright?
Otto is becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot. Father Gurno will not take this news well.
How could the abbot stop them? He can't exactly chase them all out of the woods himself.
Father Abbot knows force is not the only way to get people to behave. How do you think he came to this position?
Fair point. But why is the abbot so angry about it?
Didn't you just hear, Father Thomas Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off limits.
Yes, but why?
Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me an invitation for you to dine with him tonight.
Well, I don't want to.
I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper.
Of course I'll attend. Thank you, Brother Wojslav.
Does the...
Does the invitation extend to Caspar as well?
I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Whew.
Please tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Ugh. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. I'll meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, alright?
Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the abbot?
Yes, but be back before sundown, alright?
Yes, thank you, Master. I'll see you later.
Vespers, evening meal. Wow, look at that. That's fun.
Fucking Wicker Man shit.
Yeah, a little bit. Should we head straight up? Who's this old fella? Why does he look like old Martin Freeman?
He does.
Hello, Master Maler. Dance, dance, dance. This is cute. This bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same. Creepy stuff. Right. Let's go see the abbot. He's always been a bit of a prick. Like, he was always taxing the town way too hard. And now he's just like, yeah, you can't go into the woods anymore. Sorry. Oh, by the way, I'm stealing this widow's home because she couldn't pay her taxes. Hey, Schlau. It's just a bit. An abuse of power, I say. That's what I say. Wait, where are we going? Well, let me get the map up. Map. Abbot's house. It's back down here. And then they're like, oh yeah, we're closing off the shrine so you can't come see your holy relic. Sucks to be you. Just gonna have a little snoop around. Look at this guy's house as well. Look at it. It's got pillows. Gold cross on the wall.
God bless you, Andreas. I'm glad to see you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat?
Yes.
Good. Are we gonna get poisoned?
No, he's probably gonna tell us off. I tell you would poison us.
Andreas, thank you for coming to dinner.
I thought you didn't ever want to see me at Kieso again, Father. What changed?
Yes, well, the Lord calls us to forgiveness, even when that might be difficult. I think it's high time we reconciled, Master Maler. Please sit, and we will pray together. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here toward your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. Through Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Wow.
Brother Vojslav was indeed prompt in delivering my message. I'm surprised you deigned to drop by at all. You have done quite well for yourself, after all. It is good to see that your time at Kirsau was not squandered. You even look the part of the famous artist now. What have you been doing in recent years after leaving such a mess in Tassing?
A commission of Mary and Christ was waiting. I have a commission of Mary and Christ waiting for me in Nuremberg, but my patron wants to keep adding more of his associates in. I'm dreading going back to it.
Surely the Lord will grant you the strength to succeed such a difficult endeavour.
Alright. Why did you really invite me here, Father?
In truth, I had hoped to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas.
Wow. Of course, just like you clarified that Piero was guilty all those years ago.
This is precisely why I asked you here. I am trying to prevent another terrible situation like that. I believe you've only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't account for the entire situation.
I feel like the food on his table alone
speaks
volumes. Like when we just came from the Druckers who were eating pottage and bread, and he's got a full chicken, a pie, with all that links of sausages. Like, why demand such high taxes then, Father? Like, what we got? Plum pudding, Lebkuchen, pheasant. Like, cheese. Lebkuchen. Yum.
With the scriptorium closure, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income.
You're an sorry. Just because you've decided to close the scriptorium doesn't mean the townsfolk should suffer.
Don't put the fault on me, Andreas. These taxes are a direct consequence of your actions after you accused Ferenc. He managed the scriptorium. Would you rather the brothers suffer instead, Andreas? The Abbey relies on taxes to survive. The townsfolk know taxes have risen and fallen in the past and have shouldered the obligation willingly. Brother Guy has gone over the expenses himself. Raising taxes is the best way to cover these costs.
But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. Yeah. I ate the pudding last. I ate the pudding second, I'm sorry. I want to get my own rules.
Yeah. The forest belongs to the Abbey and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft.
Surely the Lord calls for a spirit of graciousness and charity, Father.
Neither is a spirit of theft Christian, Andreas.
Otto has been reading from the 12 Articles. As I hear it, the document appeals to the sovereignty God gave all mankind over the earth.
The 12 Articles. That drivel is Lutheran propaganda and defies the Church's authority to regulate the sinful and greedy nature of mankind.
Says you.
A shameful document for Klaus to print. Look at its effects on the townsfolk. I hear they will continue their disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I've forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order.
Father Abbot, you don't have the authority to do that. The townsfolk live under the ecclesiastical jurisdiction of the Prince Bishop of Freising, not you.
Andreas, you are hardly an expert on canon law.
Actually.
I assure you, I will have the support of the Prince Bishop.
Eat this, begrudgingly.
Remaining impartial will be impossible, as long as you're in town. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man, and the townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer, for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The rest of the town will follow, and the peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully.
What should we say? Number 2. The peasants have genuine grievances. Why not talk with them and negotiate?
I am a forgiving man, but Otto's stubbornness has challenged even me. Otto is past the point of talking, Andreas. That's why I'm begging you for help in the matter. Please, take more time to think about it. I apologize. We must conclude for now.
I don't want to work with him at all.
I must excuse myself. I am expected to lead a service at Compline tonight. Think on what we've discussed, Andreas. I trust you can find your way out.
I will, Father Abbot. Good night. Compline. Let's go see this bonfire. Let's see this bonfire.
Maybe we could put the abbot in the wick, put him in the wicker man and set him on fire.
That will definitely have zero repercussions.
As a pagan sacrifice.
Oh yeah, that will definitely not come back to bite us at all. Let's see, there's a bonfire. Here we go. Town Commons. Yeah. Oh,
is
that's
that
the
Altilia?
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Well, well.
Wow.
Why, when everyone gets really old, do they get all cobwebby? It's like
Maybe it's like, I don't know, it's supposed to be like, you know how if you leave
dust.
a book on the shelf so long it gets cobwebs on it. Maybe that's the idea, you know?
It gets like faded.
Yeah, maybe that's the idea. It's like, because she's
Okay.
old, her ink has faded a bit.
That's interesting. Okay, I just thought she was dusty. No. Oh, that artist, the one who lived with the Gertners. I got mixed up in the wonderful killing of that rat, the Baron.
Yes, Andreas Maler.
I know your damn name. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the fire.
Does St. John's Eve mean a lot to you?
The Saint's Eve, right. Old Aunt's mama perched her. Now sardin quest guard petit. Ve, nurse Clementi.
Did I hear perched in there?
So what if you did? How did you become a hound of the Lord during your time away? Come to Tassing to sniff out the heathens and heretics.
Never mind, forget I said anything.
Enjoy the evening, Andreas. If you want my advice, stay out of the woods tonight.
Well.
Oh, they are going to burn someone in the name of...
It's an old crone. Hold on a second. This is our hat. Look.
Talk to the...
I can't, it won't let me.
Aww.
This is the what, this, you remember...
Yeah, you get your hat,
we did the story and she took the hat off. She still has it.
Yay.
Oh, that's adorable. Should we talk to anyone?
Can we?
Carl. I forgot who Carl is.
Evening, Andreas. Say, how do you like the bonfire? I built it nice this year. Big and sturdy. Oh, he's got a spoon behind her here.
Oh, wait, this is the innkeep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fine setup, Carl. Excellent work.
I know we can't compare to where you come from, but we still give it our all in celebration of the light who prepared the way for our Lord. Anton, do you remember Andreas Maler, the Master Artist? Yeah, I've seen him around town. Son, be polite. Hello, Master Maler, how are you?
I'm well, thank you, young man.
Anton's a good boy, let me tell you. Bit of a rascal, as you can see, but he's got a good head and a good heart. Likes to hide it, though. Dad, will you stop? Easy to rile you up, just like your mother.
How is Helena? Is she not attending the bonfire?
She'll join us later. She went with Martha to dip her toes in the stream and to pick some flowers for the garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold traditions.
Wreaths? Dipping into the stream? Aren't these more pagan customs?
Not so, Andreas. St. John the Forerunner walks the streets at night, blessing any door with a wreath on it. Isn't he dead? How can he walk around at night?
The veil between the spirit world and ours is thinnest on these nights. All manner of spirits walk about.
Evil ones? Demons and devils? I've never seen any, though. And you won't have to if you're careful, my boy. The bonfire will frighten them off with the help of the Lord. That's why we have the feasts and celebrations.
Speaking of, what do you think of the festival so far, Anton?
It's fine, I guess. I like the fires when they're lit. The mountains get a twinkle, like the stars. I don't like it when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. They get into fights and all.
So, everyone likes to let loose sometimes. It's good for the body.
Don't know about that, Master Maler. All I see is blood and bruises.
Anyone particular getting battered and bruised?
Well, Martin used to get into trouble a bunch. Guess not so much these days. Anton's got a good eye. Martin's been a solid fellow once he came back, but he sometimes drinks too much. He's calmed down lately. You know, he used to be kind of a shit. Language, boy. God doesn't look kindly on blasphemy. Those are your words, Dad. Best you don't quote me. Quote the scripture instead. It's better for your soul.
You listen to your father, Anton.
I will. I do. Jesus. Hey, what did you just say? Don't let your mother catch you with that mouth.
Well, I'll let you get back to the festivities now.
It's a pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Bye.
Oh, shit. I guess we're just talking to people. Bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same.
Can you not talk to that girl with your hat?
No, it wouldn't let me.
Aw.
Ah, here's Martin, who looks... He's definitely taller than he was. I'm sure he was... I remember him being quite short. He's definitely grown.
Why, Martin, look who it is. Good evening, Andreas.
Andreas! You're staying for the festival, I hope.
Of course he's staying. Who would miss this? Especially after you burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire.
Burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. Couldn't help myself. Brigitte, Martin, you're both feeling very festive, I see. Food, the fires, the dancing, really is a night to enjoy.
It's to honour the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John. A vigil for he who prepared the way.
Yes, yes, and he'd have liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts and good food in their bellies.
As a hermit who wandered the desert, living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree.
I'd like to live off some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning. Who wouldn't? I can't stop thinking about it.
Andreas!
An ordinary man after all. It's true, I have my vices.
As long as you have God to hold you on the path and the eye fixed on your wife. Lust is a sin after all.
Andreas has proved himself honest and honourable. Isn't that right? You saw it. All those years ago, Brigitte.
As if she wasn't being all porny before about burly boys building a bonfire. I remember all that effort to save your friend, the old monk. You're not a sinful man, no.
There's much you don't know about me, but perhaps that's for the better. So are you going to heat Otter's coal and go into the forest? No, I'm really not looking for trouble. There's enough of that going around. And you, Brigitte? Not gathering any herbs?
My place is by Martin's side. The word of the Abbot is the word of the Church. It's improper to go against the word of the Church.
Only slightly less improper than all the time you spent with Veronica. Brigitte, I'm sorry. It was a joke. It came out poorly. It's Good for the heart to have cherished friends.
It's fine. Andreas, I was about to say, the bonfire is enough. We will dance until our legs begin to waver, right, Martin?
Would not miss it for the world. That's delightful. I hope you have a great evening.
You as well, Andreas.
Until later. Yeah, he's definitely changed a lot. He was a little shit. Till. Hello, Master Maler. Evening Till. Evening Till, enjoying the festival?
Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the more active side of celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Did you know the word for the summer solstice leads back to the Romans?
Everything leads back to the Romans. I thought you didn't read Latin.
I've picked up a few words over the years and I still have the mind to put two and two together.
Admirable, I must admit.
It's nothing, Master Maler. Mainly proverbs and the occasional word, hence solstitium, such as it looks at this time of year. The sun rises higher for a long time, and then it stays there before falling again. A fitting allegory for the great cosmic arc of mankind. Rise and fall. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping, songs, joy and mirth.
People do seem elated, although I don't think the same applies to Abbot Garneau.
Otto's courting danger, I agree. Going against the decrees of the Abbey like so. The festival has always had a rebellious streak of jest and mockery. I don't see it as sacred as some.
And what are we mocking?
The fools of the community, most like. The vices folks get up to, especially those more important than us peasants. Overall, I think it brings people together. I wish I could read more about all this.
Well, the Abbey selling books from their library.
I hoped I could get some myself, but it proved to be far too expensive.
Of course it did.
Klaus and his printings have proven of more use and a fair bit cheaper.
Have you come across any interesting tales?
I have indeed, Master Maler. Well, I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo, and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it.
I don't believe I've had the chance to read anything by him.
It was a fairly complicated read, I must admit. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Reti tribe I read about years ago. The people who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place Ratium and described it as a cluster of daub huts and its people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. There was something about Manus and his sons. I couldn't understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out. But some were captured to work in the fields and the mines.
What happened to the locals who were forced out?
No idea. I would imagine after the Romans were driven off, when their empire started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people, or nomads from elsewhere?
I guess we may never know. Thank you for the quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities.
Enjoy yourself, Master Maler. Till later.
Until later. Dr. Peter.
Good evening,
That's
Master
Veronica.
Oh.
Wow, what happened to Veronica's voice? You okay, Veronica?
Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. Good evening, Andreas. Nice to see you here. Grandpa, look who it is.
The artist. You're still around? I thought to stay and enjoy the festivities. You call this a festival? You haven't seen nothing yet.
You're not going to tell the story again, are you?
You kids need to learn it by heart, else Birchton will run you down. This is about the wild hunt? Yes, it draws near. Witch is coming.
Heed my warning.
Grandpa, are you getting agitated again? It's not good for your health.
Nonsense! I can outlive any bastard out there. So, where was I?
The wild hunt.
Yes! Did you bring your mask?
No, sorry.
Ha! Put your life in danger for all I care. The mask sought to protect us as we banish the witches and spirits into Purchter's path. She punishes all humans she finds in the woods on St. John's Eve, since only witches are out in the wilderness. Anyone caught will be turned into animals. No one but a priest can then turn you back.
Well, I guess I can imagine a worse punishment.
You joke, artist, but you won't be laughing when Purchter finds you. Stay indoors tonight. If you want to come outside, stay within the light of St. John's fire. At least St. Satir blesses the herbs in the forest this night. And the women will gather the herbs, regardless of that bastard Abbot.
It's certainly important to stockpile some for the winter.
Thank you for teaching me more about local traditions.
Eh? Hey, big York.
Oh?
You grab some of those ashes with you after the bonfire has died down.
Fine. What are the ashes for?
It's to spread across the garden. Ensures a good harvest. Figure you city people don't know shit.
Don't be like that, Grandpa. Now that story time is over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas?
I've spoken to a few other people here. Very enlightening.
It's the best time to spend time with your friends. Have you heard anything interesting?
Ha! Gossip. You two are like that burner in the forest. Smokey, that's the one. Always nosy about other people.
Second one.
Yes, it has been fun to hear what people think about St. John's Eve.
Maybe you'll get a few dances as well, eh, Andreas?
Given how many gorgeous women live in this town, I can't miss out on the chance.
And you're the kind who dance with all of them, Andreas. As long as you don't get caught by the husbands, they won't take kindly to that. Well, I shouldn't keep you from the night's celebration. Until later.
Werner, this is the doctor, right? I think.
Andreas.
Salutations! You must be that illustrious artist. Balthasar Isenkopf. Pleasure to meet you. But call me Balthas, please. It's much more familiar. Master Andreas Maler. Pleased to meet you.
Yes, you're Maler, we all know. Let's cut the long-winded pleasantries.
I always forget how his name's pronounced. I always pronounce it differently. Maler, Maler. Could you behave yourself for one conversation?
You're unbelievable.
Now, Werner, this is night of celebration. Let us have peace. What brings you to Tassing, Balthas?
Balthazar here decided to stay in this god-forsaken town for whatever unfathomable reason after his cart broke.
It is not unfathomable. I enjoy the calming vistas, the peace and quiet.
It has been neither lately.
You mean with what Otto and the peasants have been saying?
Of course that's what I mean. What else would I be talking about? You've gotten slow in your old age, Maler.
And what is that you do, Balthas?
He's an inventor of sorts.
I make all manner of mechanical contraptions.
For all the use it is.
The mind of the inventor exists to create, to build, to go one step further.
One step further toward the garbage heap.
Makes sense you'd also be rude to your friends, Werner.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yes.
Perhaps you'll find a friend yourself someday, Master Maler.
Andreas, have you had the chance to look around town tonight? I imagine the sights could be inspiring to your artistic mind. Tassing certainly looks cheerful with the decorations and bonfire. Indeed, look at that peasant ingenuity. Consider the bonfire itself. It is built to allow the air and the heat to flow through it at great speed. And how it roars! It's a clever piece of construction, but Otto's a clever man. It is a feat almost worthy of a university degree. These people have natural traditions. They've managed to figure out many clever things without even the most cursory education. It is knowledge that hails from preceding generations, lived experience passed along the chain of time. Not quite the knowledge of a rigorously educated mind, perhaps, but nonetheless useful. You don't need a university education to be smart.
Of course you would say that. Neither of you know these people like I do. God has assigned them their place in the world. For good reason.
There is some merit in learning from the peasants. Even you, Werner, given their understanding of herbal remedies.
Their traditions are profane. Consider the eve of St. John tainted by their pagan rituals. It's an affront to Christ. Saint Eligius warned against this precisely this. Nearly 1,000 years ago.
And nothing has come of these pagan festivals in all that time.
The harm infects a man's eternal soul. You might not see it, but God can.
Where'd this newfound piety come from?
Don't pretend to know anything about me. I've been on the pilgrimage to Aachen. I have visited the Marian shrine and stood in front of the presence of those holy relics. To be in the presence of St. John the Baptist's beheading cloth was an experience I will never forget.
I haven't managed the pilgrimage myself, but I hope to.
It would do you good, Maler. You need it.
Now, let us keep peace in our hearts as brothers in Christ. We're here to celebrate. I'll let you continue with your evening then. Good night. A very good night indeed. Oh, and do come by my workshop, Master Maler. I would love to exchange ideas. It would be my pleasure. Splendid! Until then.
Maler.
What a prick. Not Baltus. Baltus seemed nice.
Master Andreas, look how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy.
That one. The St. John's Eve festival is a big event for Tassing. I missed it last time I was here. Haven't you ever been to a festival like this, Caspar?
No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Maler? Please.
I think we should.
But what if he collects herbs and he goes in the forest and he dies?
He's fine. The Abbot's not gonna kill anyone. The worst, he'll be fine.
Okay.
He's watching them collect herbs.
Okay.
Alright, but follow along and don't get in their way. I'm too tired for the festival. I think I'll just turn in for the night.
Yes! I promise I won't make trouble. I'll see you tomorrow, Master.
Go to bed, yes. Finally, let's go sleep. Ooh. This Abbot. What a prick. Honestly.
Where are we staying again?
The inn.
Oh, yes.
This inn. The Golden Hand Inn.
Keep your hand in.
Ho 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 ho. Ugh. Where's my hat? I keep losing my hat.
Oh, yeah.
We got a new hat. I took it off at the Abbot's. I bet he stole it from us. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Yes.
Maybe we should just wear our nightcap.
I do like the little red nightcap. Andreas he's definitely got a colour scheme. That's like that nice red. Do you think we will dream tonight? It's been a while.
Yeah, we don't seem to have an inner
Oh yes,
dreamscape anymore.
here we go. Here it is.
Oh.
On the boat to St. Grobian and St. John and Aristotle. I forgot.
The lady.
The lady. Oh, it's a maze. I never even realised it was a maze. Oh, wait, hold on. That's a long one. Do-do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do.
Come on. Let's This is a very long maze. Imagine dreaming about yourself as a little top-down token running through a city, and that city is just one big maze, and you can't get to the center. Sabine, that's our wife, I think.
Yeah.
What is it? What?
Come home.
I will. Soon.
You're lying. Sometimes I think you must despise me. But maybe it's worse than that. Maybe I'm nothing to be regarded at all. What am I to you now? An annoyance? A bother? A nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in London? Was there ever an ounce of love in your heart for me?
Of course there was.
But no longer.
I hate talking to you when you're like this.
You hate everything about me.
I don't hate you.
You don't love me. It doesn't matter. Go back to your whores, the women who make you happy.
Oh dear.
This house is so lonely without him.
Stop.
Your presence would only amplify the grief.
Stop!
Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him.
Stop! Just leave me alone. Just for one night. One night where I don't have to dream about him. Please. Thank you. Ah.
So they lost a child.
Oh dear.
That seems like what happened.
I guess, yeah. That sucks.
Oh no.
His name was August. Oh man. Hey there. Hello, August. What am I supposed to do? Just wait here with you? I suppose I can do that. Just pass the night in silence with you. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. Oh man, lost him to the plague. I'm so tired, August. Do you get tired where you are? The last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. Couldn't come to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. I just stood in the dark. Didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there. Just waiting for you to say goodnight. You still look the same age to me. Wonder if I'll ever forget your face. Do I remember your mother as she is? I remember loving her. Can you ever picture someone clearly if you love them? I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel it anymore. But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night. And I find my way back to her. Back to you. I love you, August. Good night. Well, damn. This is what happens in the Dwarves, the book. Big spoiler for the 4th book. And then his friend hangs him off the edge of a cliff. I was just telling you about that. And it's like, don't be suicidal anymore. And then he's like, okay, oh my goodness. What happened to this place? My dreamscape, it's... Where's Prester John? Where are Socrates and St. Grobian? Grobian wasn't on the ship of fools. Won't you answer me?
thoughts for Beatrice.
You are Beatrice, aren't you?
Once, I was a voice of caution, of prudence.
And now?
More and less than caution. The ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis. Paralysis that breeds despair.
Melencolia. What happened to you?
What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of the city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the aegis of your neglect. Intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn.
But it's only June.
Wit can't save you from your own mind, Andreas.
What can?
A course other than the one you have already run.
Another course. I'm 33. I have a wife, a workshop, clients across the empire.
And it's brought you here, Andreas Maler.
What am I supposed to do about it now?
Change your life.
Wait. I shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Caspar alright?
Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There is still something in you that cares for others, in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas.
Oh my goodness. That is, that sucks. St. John's Eve. What's happening? Caspar! Where is he?
Go save him.
I can't believe our dreamscape has been reduced to that. That's really sad. Caspar! Where can he be? Let's check the map. That'll tell us where he is. It does not tell us where he is.
Go back to that page.
Let's go. We'll start in the commons, and if he's not there, he did say he was going to watch them pick herbs, so we can start in the commons and then work our way towards the forest. Caspar. Hey, Otto.
Hello, Andreas. Enjoying the bonfire? Your costume looks like a fancy night dress.
I'm looking for Caspar. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen the boy tonight. A group of townspeople went into the forest to collect herbs, though. You might see if he wandered off with them. Enjoy the festival while you're at it, Andreas. We're showing the Abbot what for.
Yeah, good boy. I think I remember the way to the forest. Yeah, there it is. Up towards the Drucker house. I had a bad dream, and now I'm worried about Caspar, my ward. And also, I don't want it to end up like me, because I'm a miserable... Well, not old, but pretty miserable.
33 is the age Jesus was when he died.
Wow.
It's Good Friday.
There's a lot of commotion tonight. Sounds like everyone's gone to the woods. Into the woods. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Amazing.
cool, though.
Yeah.
Caspar!
Oh, that guy.
Let's check the waterfall. We've never been here before, have we?
No.
The waterfall must flow down from the snow melted in the mountains above the abbey. Whoa!
Whoa!
Easy there, buddy. The old salt mine. I've been here either. Oh, alright. Tassing's old salt mine. How the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. What's this? 2 innocents.
Is that like a squirrel on it?
Yeah, there's a little mouse on it.
Dormouse.
Keep it up, you two. Caspar. The bucket in our head. Let's try the Shrine of Saint Satir. Ah, there he is. You little shit. Caspar.
Master Andreas, what are you doing out here?
Oh, Caspar, thank God. I was worried when you didn't come back. Where have you been?
I was at the bonfire with Killian, but I heard a ruckus from deeper in the woods. I left to go to see what it was.
Killian? Who's Killian? Oh, okay. I thought if as an adult I was going to give them hell for not looking after our little boy. Oh, hey Father Gano. Wait, what are you doing here? Father Gano, what are you doing out here?
I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costumed buffoon. This forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself.
A scream?
What was that? Someone is screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year.
Last time there was a scream. It wasn't great. Let's go back to town and see what's happened. I swear to God. Come on, kids, with me.
There's gonna be another murder, isn't there? It's gonna be...
Nope, I refuse. Oh. Look at them go. Honestly. Caspar, hey!
Huh! I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. Who was that running off anyway? It's too hard to tell who's in these stupid costumes.
We can worry about that later. Let's check on the town first. Interesting.
Oh...
Otto!
Oh God, is that Otto?
Hannah, is he?
Dead? Yes, I'm afraid so.
Otto, no! Why? It's always our best friend! He helped us grave dig that one time.
Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen?
I don't know, Father Gano. It's pretty convenient that the guy you wanted silenced is dead, isn't it?
Baltus and Linhard and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what happened.
Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the Raff House. Raff House. Community Hall.
Must have been whoever released the rope.
And what are you doing during all of this, Linhart? Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen. What a shame you can't blame me for this, Peter. Caspar, look to see if Otto had a note.
Huh?
Do it! Like how we get the kid to check the body.
No, Master, there's nothing.
Are you certain?
What were you expecting?
I'm not sure.
My God!
Oh.
Otto! No, 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 no.
You... The Abbot must have killed him! The bastard always had it out for Otto, we all knew it!
We need answers. How dare you? I won't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant.
Go after him!
Wait, no, the Abbot was with us, he's innocent.
Unfortunately, yes. Caspar is right, even if we don't have any proof. Grab the artist and the boy, too! We'll get to the bottom of this. Caspar, run! Ah! I thought we were friends. I thought they were our friends. To the Abbey! Run! Being chased by an angry mob. Oh, Otto, my friend. Crap, 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 crap. This is our first time being chased by an angry mob, I think.
Yeah, I can't recall having ever been chased by an angry mob before. Help!
Crap.
Brothers! To the library now!
Don't know how this is going to help anyone. Oof, oof, oof.
Excuse me.
I run through the church! This way!
Crap. Boink.
No! Let us in!
Oh, crap. They've locked the door. Well, we know the secret entrance. Oh, bugger it all.
Andreas, get out of the way! Otto's death demands justice!
The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body.
That's true! He did arrive with you, but you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas?
Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward! Killer! Andreas, move!
Not moving, if you go, have to go. Gano would not have had time to run from the commons to the forest to come back with us. There must be another killer, don't you see?
No mercy!
Face
Face
us!
is a monster!
If these monks don't come out, we'll set fire to the whole place and cook them.
It's made of stone. You've all gone mad!
Everyone was in costume, so anybody could have had the chance to kill Otto for any reason.
Yeah, I didn't recognise most of you in your costumes until you talked to me.
Fine, damn it. You've got one day to find out who you think is the real killer, Andreas. Otherwise, we will come back for the abbot.
Oh no, it's happening
Not again.
Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer.
Eva, Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him.
Not again.
Why does this keep happening to us?
We've
We have
been-
no leads.
We've been away 8 years and we come back and it happens
The
again.
exact same thing. We have literally zero leads.
No. The peasants are really convinced that Gano killed Otto, but it was impossible.
Unfortunately, he's right. Peter's temper got in the way. The abbot is an easy target, but he was at odds with Otto and his cause.
Master, Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why'd you even agree to find who really killed Otto anyway? It didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again?
Everyone deserves justice, Caspar.
You have a good heart, Master Andreas. So who do you think did it then? Where do we even start?
We should talk to Lenhart. He always hated the peasants and supported the abbot.
He was very vocal against Otto in the town commons the other day.
He was the one that found the body. Even if he didn't kill Otto, he might know who else had the motivation to.
Oh, what about Martin Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something.
It's not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. It would be worth talking to Martin to see what they were discussing. He might have an idea of who would want to kill Otto.
Good idea. Who else?
I'm sure we can find some other suspects. We'll have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we'd better move fast.
Could the murderer confess to Father Thomas?
Probably not. That would be foolhardy. And even if they did. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, the townsfolk would all come in to confess.
Oh yeah! One of the townsfolk might have heard something anyway. That's a good place to start.
We could also ask around at the Golden Hand. A pint or two might loosen some tongues.
What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing these flowers. I've never seen them before.
Right, we have to find the source of those flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. We have a lot of good places to start, even though time is short. We have a good chance at finding the real killer. Alright, let's get to work. Andreas, why is this happening to us again?
Goodness.
No. That's probably a good place
To end it, yeah.
Jeez.
Right back at the beginning.
This is even harder than last time. We have a day. There's not much time at all. Okay, so we've got presumably until tomorrow night, which means we've got 4, because there's like each day is split into 2 work periods and 2 supper periods. So presumably we have 4 work periods before they want a culprit. That's all we have. 4 work periods and 4 supper periods in which we could track down information. This is going to be even harder than last time. We have barely any leads. Like, obviously, the person I would suspect the most would have been Father Gurnot. And he was right there. So... oh, my goodness. Speak to Father Thomas. Ask around the Golden Hand. The miller. Oh, wait, Werner's the miller, not the doctor. Search the forest to find the flowers that dropped from the figure who ran past us. Yeah.
And
Well,
Caspar's right. They didn't go so well last time, and we had ages.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had plenty of evidence against Gurnot. It's just his death caused, a lot of problems. But to be honest, I reckon the abbot they'd be in this position anyway. I think the scriptorium would probably be in a better shape, but other than that, anyway, I'll have to track down some leads next time.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's always why is it always our friend?
It is always our friend.
I mean, he helped us dig that grave that one time, and we stood by him.
Almost like a portent,
Yeah, but he didn't have a note on him, whereas Rothvogel did. Which makes me think this isn't connected to the Baron's murder. Even though we got that note. Unless we start finding more notes of potential suspects.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I mean, neither of these murders have been very subtle, have they?
Yeah. The 2 culprits we've got are Werner and Martin Bauer.
I mean, was this one even premeditated?
Dunno.
Or was it just circumstantial? He was just underneath that thing.
He just happened to be underneath that, yeah.
Like, that wasn't very planned. Like, how could that person guarantee that he'd be under there?
Yeah.
It's not like the same as going to stab someone.
No.
You can't really...
Yeah. So, we have to find suspects. We have 2, and I don't think it was either of them. I don't think it was Martin. He seems to have straightened himself out. Although he was a potential suspect in the last murder, but... Well, it could be worth talking to them, but...
I think it's the nun.
Again. Which one? Matilda?
No,
Zadina?
antisocial nun.
Illuminata?
The nun in the Anchorage.
The Anchorage. I don't think it was. I don't think she had anything to do with it.
I do.
She couldn't even get out of her anchorage.
Yeah, she can. She's got a
enough
secret
speculation.
tunnel.
We'll look for clues. We'll start looking for clues next time.
Yes.
Next time. Thank you again for playing with me.
No, this is enjoyable. I don't have any clue where this... I said this about the Pale Beyond. I don't know where this game is going. I don't know what's happening.
It's heading towards another disaster. I guarantee whoever we accuse, there'll be terrible consequences for. And to be honest, it might not... Even if we do accuse someone, I doubt it would stop the peasants.
There's more child death than I expected in this.
Yeah, it's
a lot
quite
of child
sad.
death.
I hope Ursula doesn't die.
Oh God, I know.
That would make me sad.
What happened to the lady who went to have a baby? She's
probably still having her baby, It doesn't just plop out.
No, I know that.
Take its time.
Well, she's having the best time out of anyone. Everyone else is having a shit time as well.
At least we know it wasn't either of them.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Well,
they're not suspects. Well done.
That's it for now. Until next time.
Until next time.
As Andreas Maler likes to say.
And don't crush anyone with a mill or a wheel. Was it a wheel?
It was a bunch of masonry blocks.
Masonry. Don't crush anyone with masonry blocks.
Words to live by.
Words to live by.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.